fast, man. I just shaved like 2 days ago. Anyways, man, this video is called Sex Traps, man. This is pretty much a part two to a video I made called Sex Traps and how to avoid them. But at the end of the day, look, man. I just, I'm gonna just say it. I just moved back in with my girl. You know, that's pretty obvious. I'm not in Atlanta anymore. I'm not in Chicago anymore. I'm in LA, man. I'm in the cemetery, my favorite place to be, man. It's a happening spot, man. At the end of the day, look, what are we talking about? So I just moved back in with my girlfriend, which means I have in-house, can I say pussy? In-house pussy, I'm gonna say it. In-house pussy, man. Which means I live with her, we can have sex as much or as little as we both desire. Now, there's a difference, not too much of a difference, but there's a difference between masturbating and having sex with a live person. And the biggest difference is having sex with a live person is it's just better. That's just how it is. It's better. And then the other part is oftentimes you bust bigger nuts. There's gonna be more gallons of semen coming from your dick, balls. You have to realize this, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and women just are so misandric. The word misandric is the same thing as misogynistic, but for women to men, or anybody who hates men. Misandric means you hate men, right? They downplay our semen, our seed, our essence so much. I watched a video by a guy named LYFT, one of my favorite YouTubers, and he said that he is his dad's essence. Your seed, your sperm, your semen is your essence. Hold on, this dude walked on one side of the tree and didn't come out, so let me see where he went. Okay, he's just walking real slow. But at the end of the day, what does that mean, bro? Your semen is your superpower. Say it with me now. Your semen is your superpower. It's your juice. Think of your semen as the spider who bit Spider-Man. You know who Bane is? Bane from DC. And I don't like DC. I'm a Marvel guy. I don't like DC. I think it's corny. I don't like their animation. Nothing. The movies, nothing. Okay? I don't even like, I used to like Batman, but I was like, man, this nigga's a lame. You don't even got superpowers and you cry in the dark all day and think about your dead parents. This nigga's a weirdo, bro. If he didn't have all that money, I think he would be a R word. I think he would take some pussy if he didn't have all that money, but I digress. Bane has this juice that he has in a battery pack and he presses it and he gets stronger, okay? That's what your semen is, bro. Women, I just want you to understand that the semen, the seed, is just as important as the egg. It's just as potent, if not more potent, than period blood when it comes to spirituality. If you know anything about magic, why do you always say you could use your blood or you could use your semen to empower this ritual? Because it's that important. Why is semen retention important? How is semen important to a man? Well, when you hold your semen, you become stronger. You can think more clearly. You're more magnifying towards women. You can appreciate women from a different non-sexual standpoint. You heal faster. You don't need to sleep as much, even though you should. You become more magically potent. You become more focused. And it's a lot of things. You see that right there? Because I have sex so much, I was distracted by the booty. Now let's get back to that. Hold your semen, and if you don't want to hold your semen, learn how to use it. During manifestations, visualization, you have to discipline your mind. You really should be doing semen retention while you train yourself to build your discipline and confidence, right? Because while you are in a sexual act or during ejaculation, you need to be able to hone your focus and direct your your sexual energy towards goals. Now, let me tell you something about sex, bro. Sex is a drug. Sex is a drug. It does something physical to you. It makes your eyes dilate. It makes your lungs expand. It makes your stomach smaller, bro. What does that sound? That sounds like drugs, right? Sex is a drug. Now, the thing about women is they're smaller than us. They don't calculate numbers as quickly as us. They don't operate under pressure as well as us. So, that innately makes them have to be more manipulative. On average, they are. If this woman can put off that she doesn't like sex as much as you, which she probably likes sex more than you. She doesn't, but she probably does. And that's a good chance. If she knows that this is something she could use against you, she's going to do it, bro. Because they have to. They have to be manipulative because physically she can't beat you. She can't think like you. And she wishes she could a lot of times, okay? She's an emotional creature. She doesn't have as many tools as you think. She doesn't. Trust me. What you do with your sex, with your penis, is going to determine how easily manipulated you are. Let me say it again. What you do with your sex, your sexual energy, your sexual attention, your penis, and your semen, and your balls, is going to determine how easily manipulated you are, bro. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Everybody knows what this means. This is gonna become a prostitution and trick or John relationship, depending on how sexually active you are versus how sexually active you would like to be. And I'm gonna tell you this before I give you this little weird story, anecdote. When you stop busting nuts everywhere, when you stop busting nuts all over the kitchen, all over the shower, all in the sink, all in the toilet, all in the kids' rooms, all in the basement, all in the attic, all in the backyard, all in the front yard, all at church, all in the car, all on the basketball court, when you stop busting nuts, when you stop spreading your seed, you know what I'm saying, everywhere, your desires for sex is gonna lower, especially if you couple that with meditation, especially if you couple that with meditation outside and improving your diet and working out. Because let me tell you, me and my woman, if you have a problem with sex, I'm gonna tell you a little trick. Because I have issues. What kind of issues? Health issues. What kind of health issues? Obviously mental health issues, right? Not too serious, but they're there. And these mental health issues that I'm working on make me hypersexual. So I have to be very conscious of how much I think about sex and what I do with my body. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, me and my woman were having a debate of a sexual nature, and I told her, look, I still got 2 condoms from when we first met. I bought 8, we used 6 in 3 days, okay? But at the end of the day, I still had 2 left. I was like, all right, next time we have sex, I'm gonna put a condom on my penis. We're gonna use it. We used it, I busted, and it didn't smack how it was supposed to smack. But it gave me a lot of clarity. You know what I'm saying? I masturbated once since I've been here. It gave me a lot of clarity, right? The nut wasn't as great as it could have been, as it should have been, as it would have been had I went in there raw dilla. That's not what happened, right? I woke up the next day, which is this morning, and you know the first thing I wanted to do instead of having sex and filling her stomach with semen, with milk, what I wanted to do was push-ups. You know why? That was my balls talking to me. They were saying, Daddy, you still got a little bit of us in you. Come on, let's get this money, man. That's what they call it in jail. They call it in Cook County. They either call it get money, either means to masturbate or to, work out, get that cash, man. Get big, man. Drink you some milk, drink you some Kool-Aid mixed with milk, and a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You know, if you don't know what a peanut butter jelly sandwich is, don't worry about it, man. It's some hood shit. But at the end, it's peanut butter and jelly with another stack of bread with jelly on top of it. It's it's kind of good, but whatever. It's to make you swole. But at the end of the day, what was I saying? My balls were instructing me. I had a signal in my head to work out because I was I was just going crazy, just just going crazy with the nuts, bro. Going crazy with the nuts. I'm a fucker tonight, but I'm gonna use a condom now, so I can want to do push-ups in the morning on Saturday. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, bro, if you want more control of your life, you gotta stop busting nuts, man. You gotta stop, but not stop, but you have to have control of your balls, bro. That's probably the most important thing in life. Do you want to be a slave? Or do you want to be a slave to drug? Do you want to be a drug addict? Do you? I know drug addicts. They're not happy. None of them. They think they are. They have a little job. They got kids. But everybody knows that they don't have control of themselves. Everybody knows that their life doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the addiction, and the addiction, my teeth aren't really this yellow. I don't know, the lighting's bad. The addiction can take their life, can take their children, could take all their loved ones, could take their soul from their body, all their money. The addiction can do that in one day. Everybody knows that. And sex could do that for you. All these guys out here on child support, all these guys out here, even scarier, let's go even deeper, in jail. I thought she was 18, ass nigga. Do you want to be, do you want to do that? Do you? Do you want to be doctor, I thought she was 18? Do you want to be professor, I didn't know she was 16? No, you don't. It's not hard to do. Look, I live by a college. It's not a big college. It's not very famous. But it's some women that don't look like women. And there are some girls that don't look like little girls. And you know what I do? Not only because I have a girlfriend, but I don't entertain it because I don't want to sing the song called I Didn't Know She Was 16, Your Honor. I don't want to sing that song. I don't even want to hear that song. I don't even want to know that song exists. But it does. It's real. It's really real. What you have to do is you have to get a girlfriend that's of age. Look, if you're 16 right now, if you're a teenager, you need to get a woman as old as possible. Not a grandma. Well, she could be a grandma. There's 42-year-old grandmas out here that'll give you some pussy. But at the end of the day, why? So you could see the manipulative nature that never dies in a woman. As soon as she learns that she can manipulate men with sex, as soon as she learns that she is sexually attractive to grown men, a piece of her dies. Her innocence. It's just like when a little boy's parents ask them to pay for a bill, or a little boy's parents tells them to do something contrary to the law to get money for them because they don't have enough money. It's a piece of you that just dissolves and that will never come back. And you can feel it. You can feel where it used to be, but it's never coming back. You also need to get an older woman because they know what they're doing in bed. You also need to get an older woman because they will teach you what other grown men, you're not a grown man yet, but they will teach you what grown men have taught them as far as organization, structure, certain types of psychology. They will give you thoughts in your mind that you're not going to think for another 10 years. It's going to wow you. It's going to amaze you. They're going to give you stories that is going to disgust you and think she's a little slut. But that's okay, because that'll go away eventually. The culture, the cooking. Now, if you're under the age of 25, you should not commit yourself to a woman outside of this experiment for life. If you're under the age of 25, you should not be marrying a woman that's your elder. That's not right. It's not right. If you know what you're doing and you know yourself, go ahead, do what you want to do. Take a whack at it, see what happens, right? But at the end of the day, I haven't talked to these niggas in months. They want to call up daddy right now. But that must be a sign from the Lord to end this video. So what I'm saying is, man, sex is not the most important thing in the world. It's the only thing in the world. And it is the most important thing in the world for you to control, so you can have control of your life. Money's not the most important thing in the world. You say, yeah, I know. Sex is. Stupid. You think I didn't know that? If you can control your balls, you can control your money, then you can get the most money that you can get if you can control your sex. How about that? If you want to be a billionaire, I'm not saying there's a very small chance that you are going to be a billionaire, but you will have a better chance of being a billionaire if you stop busting nuts all over the world. Facts, okay? If you can control your sex, bro, your sexual desires, your sex drive, then you'll be in a position to get the most money that you are destined to have. Follow your dreams. Don't follow your balls. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the band, you the band, we the band, together, man, lives in the brother, be the